Hello family, I hope you're doing well. I am from the New Life channel and welcome to this episode where we'll be going through the recent video that everyone is talking about, the Sneako's doubting Islam, and I will give you a full detail of how the mindset work and what's the mindset of Islam in terms of all this. So please stick with me, we'll watch the video and then we'll get into more details about it. So let's get started.
Like when I read it. And the hadith is the Prophet, peace be upon him, he said that the people of Yemen are the best of people. And I also read hadith where it says that there's no race is better, there's no racial supremacy. And then I read this one, and to this day, I'm still struggling to believe, like, why are the people of Yemen better? What does that mean?
Change your profile picture.
This is my niece.
You can do it. Can I see it? Can I?
I love it. No problem.
No, haram. Anyhow, listen.
No, shaitan.
First of all, we as Muslims have to have submission, certainty, no questions asked, no strings attached. This is Quran, I believe it. Do you fully embrace it? Yes. No questions asked. This is a hadith. Do you take it? Is it authentic? Is it?
That's what I read, yeah.
Then if it's authentic, it's from Allah. How could I be shaky? Because if you want to be shaky, this means that you don't have certainty. And when you don't have certainty, you're this close to flipping to the dark side.
But, I mean, how are we able to judge how authentic hadith is, or...?
You don't. How do you judge whether this neurosurgeon who's going to do a spine cord surgery on you is authentic or not?
Judged by opinions of other people.
Okay, so by whose people?
The professionals.
Professionals. So you go to the scholars.
That's why I'm asking you.
I'm coming to you. I'm not answering yet. I'm just setting the foundation for the belief. The biggest problem we have with the Westerners from America and from Canada and from Europe is that they don't have their Islam on cemented area. They're so easy to flip to the other side. And that's why you find many of them starting to be good and strong and mashallah, and all of a sudden, I have doubts. Why? The Prophet married Aisha when she was 9. You're a kafir. If you doubt the Prophet for a second, you're a full-fledged kafir. Get the heck out of my house.
Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna watch any more of that video. The reason I bring these videos here is like now, thanks to the internet, if I said it, maybe people will be like, oh, she is lying. But he himself is admitting it from his own mouth that as soon as you doubt, you're out. You're out of Islam. Why? Because Islam is a total submission. Okay? So you surrender to the will of God. Ask Muslims, that's what it is. Now, what does it mean? It means if God says you starve, you starve. If he says you're going to do up and down 5 times, you do that. You do not ask questions. Because Islam has this hierarchy. There was this Arabic saying that Ibrahim, Khalilullah, it means Prophet Ibrahim was friend of God. Musa, Kalimullah, that Musa spoke to God. But Muhammad, Habibullah, the love of God. And that's why he's allowed to do anything he wants and you cannot question him. Which is like, it's so evil. And they stop you from asking or doubting. Every human being has a conscience. So you have this conscience inside you. Like if you have been rude and mean to someone, this is this conscience that wouldn't let you sleep at the night time. Will tell you like you were really bad to that old lady. You were very mean to your best friend, and then you can't sleep, and the next day it just compels you, it forces you to go and apologize. That is your conscience. That is the God inside you that is telling you about good and bad. But Islam, total submission. So you don't listen to your conscience. Now this Sneako guy, he read that hadith, and that was like I would say the least important hadith. It's like people of Yemen are better or not. Okay, it isn't good, but it isn't as bad as everything else that he has done, like marrying a child, which this guy brought up himself. That marrying a 9-year-old child is evil, is bad. But if you follow the Prophet, then you just have to take it. You can't ask questions. It's not allowed. Almost it reminds me of, like selling your soul to devil. It's like once you've sold it, you do not have any control. Which they say a lot of singers and like rich and famous people do that. And then they get depressed and they start doing drugs and they end up. Anyway, so this is similar to that. So like total submission. You are reading words, copying Arabic or saying 4 or 5 times a day. You don't understand what you're saying or why it has to be in Arabic. Why cannot you talk to God in your own language? Why can't you worship him in your language where you can connect with him? But there's no connection. There's no feeling. You are just submitting. So this God and there is Prophet. And every time, that's why when they say like Prophet, they say like peace be upon him. Yeah, you are a peasant. You cannot take his name without saying that. Everybody has to say it. And then his friends. So when we used to study about Prophet friends like Omar or Ali or others, then we had to say Rahmatullah alayh. So when we used to say Muhammad, then we say Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And when we say Ali or Omar or any Abu Bakr, then we Rahmatullah alayh. You had to say it because like they're superior than you. You are peasants, but because you're Muslim, then you are better than everybody else. So the kafirs are the bad one. They're like really below the belt. Anybody who is not Muslim is bad. Is evil. Is like they're nothing. Then you're Muslim, you're better than them. And then if you're Sahaba, then you're better than Muslims. And if you're Prophet, then you're better than Sahaba. And then if you are God, then you're better than Muhammad. It's like the hierarchy that they have created, and that's why they keep it that way, that you are not allowed to come out of your boundary. No questions asked. And he himself said it, if you ask questions, and I had doubts. For me, like he stuck with this Yemen hadith, which maybe he's just trying like, okay, how he's going to respond to the Yemen one, and then maybe I can ask another one. So that's what my thinking is. If you're surrounded with so many Muslims, then you'll be a bit nervous to ask to jump the big guns, but you'll start with small one. But he himself started the big one. I deeply struggled when I was a Muslim that if God is God of everyone, how did he let his prophet marry a 9-year-old child? How did he let him get away with it? Because I know he does not let his prophets get away with stuff when they do it. It was like the Noah's flood and the Prophet Yonah's story, Hazrat Yunus alayhi salam, his story, that God doesn't let people get away with it. Adam was thrown out of the heaven. Why? Because he committed a crime. He didn't listen to God. So why did God let Muhammad do that and get away with it? I couldn't. So I was talking to one of my family member who's very devoted, and she lived in Europe. She's older than me and very decent educated person. And I was like, okay, if she has so much faith, maybe she can bring me back to this faith. Let me have a conversation with her. And I said, I am struggling. I do not have faith because this path doesn't sit right with me. I cannot accept it. And I thought she will give me explanation. Like sometimes those Muslims, I have respect for them, that deny it. That they say, oh, maybe she was 18, it's wrong, or they just deny it. I still have some respect for them. But those that defend it, to me, they lose every ounce of respect. How can you defend a marriage of a 40-something man to a little girl? Where is your brain? So I asked her, and she was like, we are humans and we do not know everything. So maybe there was some hidden blessing in this that we are not aware of. So we should not question it. And we just follow the faith, and we shouldn't say anything about it. It's like this. Don't say anything. Just follow it blindly. And for me, that was like, no. Okay, if it is something about like astrology or like cosmos and molecules and something we cannot touch and feel and we do not know about it, is something fate or like destiny and future, something like, okay, we do not know, maybe something good. Okay, I will leave that to God. I do not know. This is common sense. This is not some hidden knowledge that I can say, oh, God knows better. This is something in front of me. I, as a human being, I'm a woman. I was a little girl once, and I know this is wrong. This is evil and demonic. It is not right for a 40-something man to marry a 9-year-old. It is wrong. It is common sense. It's wrong. And if he didn't stop it, it's still happening. It's not just he said, oh, it's me, particularly only me, haram for everybody else. No, he did not stop anybody else. This evil started from him, and it continued and continued. It still happens today. So this is wrong. I cannot leave it. And I was like, if God is asking me to leave this, then I doubt that it is from God. I cannot follow it. And it's something like that. Like, don't see any evil in Islam. Okay, just don't see. I sent her like video. I converted, then I sent her some David Wood videos and AP videos, like to watch it, like question your faith, like explore and more. It's like, no. She messaged me, you cannot watch these things. Don't watch it. It will do something to your brain. It will highlight your conscience. It will give you confidence to come out of something that inside you is telling you wrong. It will highlight it more, and you will end up freeing yourself from that demonic chains that is keeping you bound, is starving you, is torturing you. You will be free from it, and you will actually follow God. But no, if you're Muslim, don't see the evil in Islam, yeah? Don't hear anything bad about Islam. And do not speak about evils of Islam to anyone. Otherwise, they will unalive you. And that's why I'm wearing this mask, which is not very strong, but it just helps me so. So, I'm asking you here, do not be that monkey. Because when you will be standing in the day of judgment in front of that Almighty, He will say, I gave you the eyes and ears and mouth, and I gave you the brain and conscience, but you consciously decided to look away. It's on you. So, what does Christianity say? Mathew 7:7-8, it says, ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh, receiveth, and he that seeketh, findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. The God of Christianity is not scared of your questions. It is encouraging you to look, and you will find. And let's pray for Sneako that his conscience will bring him to the true God. So as long as you're looking for the truth, you will find it. So do not stop looking. Seek, and you shall find. So the God of the Bible is not scared of your questions. Ask, and you'll get answer. Seek and you shall find the truth, like I did. So if you are a Muslim and you're stuck and you have questions, that is God inside you that is guiding you, is pulling you. So have doubt, have questions, and look for them. And I pray that God will give you strength, that you will finally find Him, finally find the truth. He will give you the strength and wisdom to see the truth. Anyway, that's all for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, as it helps me make more videos. It gives me encouragement. And I want to reach to more people to help them see the light, help them find the answers to the questions that I was looking for. I was in your shoes one day, and until God set me free and saved me. So let's keep asking questions, let's keep seeking, and I hope that God will answer all your prayers. Everybody have a blessed week ahead. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.